Hey y'all, it's me again, your sweetie pie oracle, medium artist, baby love, eikaneeru or eika for short. Here again with another pick a card to give y'all just around the blessings that are coming to you or blessings that are already a part of your life that you can honor and be excited for, be hopeful for, and how you can receive them. Okay, I know I said a lot, but generally, the blessings coming into your life and how you can receive them. That is what this pick a card here is for today. I'm really, really excited. If you are new here, I want to acknowledge that. Hello, welcome. Nice to meet you. If you are a friend, someone that I've known, someone that I met like at the grocery store or something that I was just yapping at, hello, welcome here again. Or somebody that I've like known from school or something. Like, hey to y'all too. I'm so excited to see you, meet you in this space where I am now, to give you this pick a card on blessings that are coming to you or in your life and how you can receive them, how you can honor them. I'm really, really excited for this one and to kind of like get into it. I have 4 piles, which is not typical. I usually do 3, but I have 4 piles that you can choose from today, each one highlighted by a beautiful seashell, because I felt like these best represented blessings. When I was like putting all of this together, I was like these seashells came to me first, and then I was like, yeah, I should do these on blessings. So let's introduce them. So we got 4 piles to choose from. The first pile we have this big. I had the names of these. Like I think this is a mollusk shell. I don't know. But for pile 1, we got this big Bodacious white shell. Okay. For pile 2, we have this Conch shell, which honestly makes me think of SpongeBob. It's so funny growing up with SpongeBob because things like this get takes you right back to where they were using the conch shell to like communicate. But yeah, I think this is a conch shell. I think it looks like it, but this pointy one is for pile 2. For pile 3, we have, I'm not sure what kind of shell this is, but it felt right for pile 3. So if you end up choosing pile 3, this will be your shell. You probably may feel some kind of connection to that shell, pile 3. And for pile 4, we have this shell. It's very weighted. Kind of feeling some things off of this one already, but we got some time before I get into pile 4. But yes, this will be your shell, pile 4. So yeah, you can choose 1 or none. You can choose 1 or none. You can choose 1, 2, 3, all 4. You can choose them at different times, at different days. It doesn't matter. Whichever one you feel called to today, right now, is the right choice. Yeah, and if you get to the pile and you're kind of not feeling it, that's okay too. You may need to choose a different pile, or you can choose a different message. I have other ones on my channel. Or you can choose a different reader. If none of that resonates, that is completely okay, as long as it is a choice that you are happy with and conscious about making. It is the right one, like I said. So with all of that said, I was just yapping just in case you needed more time to choose. But if you do need more time beyond this, just please pause the video. But other than that, y'all, I will meet you at y'all's pile. Okay, so pile 1. This is your stop if you chose this big Bodacious. I don't know why I would keep wanting to call this one this, but this big Bodacious baddie shell, this is your pile so that you can know what blessings are coming into your life and how you can best receive them, honor them, make sure that you are basking in the fullness of the blessings. So I felt like there was a lot that wanted to be said, but I'm really going to make these quick because I am a yapper, but I'm trying not to yap today because I'm also fighting against natural lighting. All right, so what blessings? Ooh, okay. All right. Okay, so the blessings that is coming your way. I feel a lot of sweetness in this pile. Like I feel a lot of like adoration and just consideration. I feel like I want to say expressions of emotionality. Like if you are like waiting for someone to share, like for like a good bonding moment with someone that or something or just yeah, like that, like I feel like that's something that is coming very soon. I'm not really reading off the cards with that one. That one is just like that wanted to be said, but I do feel like a blessing that is coming for you, pile one. Also, it's just you being able to be your emotional self. That's kind of how I wanted to word it. I was kind of trying to mull over the words, but be your, like, express your emotions, kind of share your heart, share the things that you, I don't want to just say that you believe in, but the things that you feel, right? Like the things that like kind of you feel that feel. I'm like, I want to say more, but I think it's kind of, I hope that makes sense. Just enough, like the things that you feel, because I feel like Pio, when you may be a filler, like you may feel so much, you may have a very rich sensational world, like you may just be very, I don't want to just say in tune, but you definitely may be very perceptive of the world. Like you're not just sitting here passively not feeling anything in this life, right? Like you probably feel a whole bunch of stuff. You I'm not a zodiac girly, like, but um like if you kind of relate to the ideas of what Cancer is or Scorpio or Pisces, right? These emotional water signs, if you relate kind of to like that language and stuff like that, like this is definitely your pile. You got a lot of feelings. You have a lot of feelings, pile. And oops, let me adjust this camera because I never get away with doing these. And there we go. So you just are a filler. You are a filler, and I feel like the blessing that is coming is that you can express those feelings, that you may have a space or you may have a few different things that give you room to express your feelings. I'm kind of seeing the books here, and I am somebody who reads like novels and things like that. Like I love like stories and things like that, and I love like being able to relate to stories or relate to characters and stories that may have experienced certain things that I've gone through, or things that just kind of like, if things emotionally impact me in a story, um, I do tend to kind of like uh, think it through, or like, I don't know, kind of just feel it out. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I just feel it out. I'm like, oh, but this character, and like, so this character is like this, and they went through this, and just kind of examining all of the things that I feel from the thing that I read or that I've experienced, right? Or that has emotionally impacted me. And I won't even just say like this has to be like sad emotions. This can definitely be joyous emotions. You just being more expressive, Pile One, is what I see. That is a blessing that is coming into your life. You being able to express those sentimental feelings that you kind of got moving all up in your body, moving all through your body, like you can't help it. And I just see that you having many different avenues or different places where that can be expressed or held. And yeah, you know, whether that's in a book, whether that's in a conversation with people that you love, whether that's in a TV show or whether that's in a walk or whatever, like you kind of just get to feel. And you get to feel whatever you feel and, you know, have that moment of vulnerability without all of the extra maybe shame or whatever like pushback that you may have felt before. You get to like let loose a little bit. And that's so cute. That's so cute, Pile One. So I'm just going to ask really quickly how you can receive that, how you can make sure that you are accepting that for what it is. And we got fridge, which is keeping up with order and proper management of resources, time, and energy. And I always see, like, whenever I get fridge, I always think about how, like, my routines, like my AM routine and my PM routine, I was telling people about this because people often kind of like say, like, I am very organized. And I don't, yeah, whatever. People say I'm very organized. I have all of these systems and things like this, or they point it out. And I am. I really am. Like I need to do my calendar today. But these things, you know, why I do them is like the most important thing. Like, you know, like I do them because they honestly keep me sane. It keeps me sane to do my calendar every day. It keeps me in good peace to make sure I'm keeping up with like my hygiene, making sure that I'm keeping up with the food that I eat, making sure that I keep up with all of these things that lead me to being well nourished and cared for and feeling like, you know, okay, like a good stable person throughout the day, right? Um and so I feel like all of that is a message for you too, Pile One, how you can receive this blessing of just really feeling whatever you feel and just being able to express that and be with that and like cool beans, like, yeah, like all of that is by being on top of your, just on top of kind of like the, I want to say like the small things, but like keeping up with the things that you have and making sure that you are like, I want to say like connecting with them. I don't want to get like, I think I say this every time, but Pile One always gets me like in my spirit world the quickest. But, um, but I want to kind of like bring the message down to earth, you know? But like keeping up with just these routines, keeping up with the things that will keep you well and nourished gives you like that kind of energy and that foundation to really embrace, you know, the the freedom I want to say and feeling. Like I feel like sometimes I don't know. This is maybe like a little asterisk message, but maybe sometimes like you know, when you're feeling like low on energy or you're not feeling well, right? Like any of us, like you may not be as like connected to life. You may not be as connected to your feelings. You may be feeling like a bit of dissociation or like you may be feeling like you're not feeling it, right? Like, ugh, everything is and nasty and like go away, everything is boring and like you may get like a little like bratty. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I want to say. I one. But when you keep up with your things, you can better embrace like just feeling like that connection with whatever comes up, right? With whatever you feel, because like with the Daughter of Baskets, it's not just good, happy emotions. It can be the range of them. But and what you feel and all of that. Um, you get to feel also be just connected and grounded and just, you know what I'm saying? Just taking it, I always say this, but like taking it as it comes and just, still finding just the ability to feel whatever it is that you feel and be in that without all of the pushback and obstacles and things, a blessing. I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense. But when I hope I wrap that up in a circle, I would definitely listen back to these later and be like, did I make the point? But yeah, you taking care of the things that continue to keep you well and nourished gives you the energy to really embrace this blessing. Okay, pile one. I really love that message for you, like bad. And that is why I am curious, like I'm really curious. I feel like I relate a lot to you, pile one, to be very, very honest. Maybe that's why I felt I get into my zone so quickly with pile one usually because I typically relate to this pile. I am also a feeler, and I really think that there's a lot of blessings in being able to feel. I like, and I say that even like I like sometimes I'll sit at home and be like crying about shit, right? And then I'd be like, thank goodness, like I got that out the way. Like, thank goodness, like, thank goodness. I can cry about things. Like, thank goodness there's ways for me to sit with and be with my emotions and that I can even feel anything in the first place because even though sometimes I can feel grief and sadness, like it also helps me in life to feel like love and care and blessings, and that is the whole point of this reading. You know what I'm saying? It helps me to connect with those, blessings in my life is just as much and feel all that I can feel from that as well. Um, yeah, and like I said, for you, Pile One, it seems like you're more on top of that when you are more on top of all of the things that give you all the things that you need in order to function at the very least. So, yes, Pile One, you started me off so well. I feel so like nourished. I kind of like want to go like lay down. But instead of doing that, I am, like I said, curious. Please let me know if you're a feeler. Share with me in the comments that you are a feeler. Tell me, and then tell me if you are like one of them water signs. You a Cancer, you a Scorpio. If you are somebody who looked more into your chart, do you have like mad water placements? Because yeah, that's cute. I don't have a lot of water placements. I have like one water placement, but it's my moon, so and I am a very, 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 very sentimental person. Very sentimental. It's kind of outrageous, but yeah, if you're a filler, let me know in the comments, or you can just tell me like all of that stuff in the strawberry letter as well. Let me see. I'm just making sure I get all of my ducks in a row. Oh yeah, I wanted to also share with you if you are a filler and you want to even just have me be an avenue to move through feelings and all of that stuff with you. I am someone good to cry with you, friend, okay? I am here. I am here for you in that I can be one of the things that help you have proper management of your resources, time and energy, and I will cry it out with you. I will celebrate your joys. I would do it all, okay? And I do offer that in a pay what you can, like reading or conversational, and that's available to book in the description box under the Calendly link, or you can use the text line or email me. And I would appreciate any and all of that. I would appreciate being able to cry with you. I promise you I do. But yes, anyway, pile one, I hope that this was super helpful. And until next time. Okie dokie. Pile two, or if you chose this conch shell. Now I'm not even confident if it's a conch shell. But if you chose this shell, let me bring it back so that you can see that rich color on the inside. But yes, if you chose this shell and or pile 2, this is your pile. And we are going through what blessings you can look forward to, blessings you can honor, and how you can, oops, I already got a card. Blessings you can honor and how you can receive them. Okay. But blessings first, okay? Mm-hmm. Whew. Okay. That's different pile 2. Okay, so I heard if you are expecting a child, that is that is a message for a few of you. I'm not wishing that on anybody who don't want it. I'm just saying that's a message for a few of you. Okay, so you may be expecting a child. Could be a boy child. That's what it wants to be said. So I'm just gonna say it. It could be a boy child. So yeah, pile 2. And that could be. I'm like, is that it? I'm making sure I'm checking in with the spirits. Like, is that it? Is that all you wanted to say? But that was a message for a few of you. But blessings outside of that, if that message is not for you, is that you I want to say like there may be a lot more room to be creative. A lot more room. Okay, I see where this is going. Let me. Oh, okay. A lot more room to be creative. A lot more room to practice. Um, I want. Okay. This is an ancestral read I'm picking up on. It's like as soon as I put these down, it was like it's like heavy energy of like lineage stuff. So things within your family. So okay, I'm gonna say it. So the blessings that are coming to you is like definitely more ideas by way of things that um happened in your lineage, right? Or happened within your family. Which I want to say your lineage specifically, and it can have more so to do with like grandparents, great grandparents, kind of that generation within your lineage and stuff like that. But yeah, like yeah, it's like they're given a lot of creative ideas. If you need, and these creative ideas can be applied to so many different things. If you are struggling with like money issues or something like that, these creative ideas are coming in to help you. Are coming in to help you to be able to change that situation around. If you're having like relational issues, or if you're having problems with your job, whatever and it doesn't have to be problems. It's like wherever you're trying to just like improve in your life, or like, create balance in your life. This line of people within your family have gifts, techniques, ideas, um, things like that that can really help further the goal, okay? Further you reaching your goal. And honestly, it feels so strong. It feels so strong. Like they got some secrets and some recipes for you, pal, to help you get it on the money. I feel like a lot of it is money. And even though that's not represented here, I feel like a lot of it is money, but money worries or money troubles. But even if that's not the case, wherever it is, and it's not just now, it's whenever, um, that's coming in for you. It's a lot of ideas for you to do. And I think it's important, like when ancestors and spirits and things like that come in like this, because it's like they want they want to kind of show you what you're capable of. Like whatever situation you're in, they like want to show you that you're capable of the tools to get through it and or get out of it. Okay. Um, Whew. All right. I don't know why I feel like this chapter did not come to play. I feel like as a medium, like me channeling it, I feel like I got like boxer gloves on. Like I'm ready to fight. And they not playing. They like we got some things for you to succeed, okay? Pile two. So that's really, really beautiful. Um, okay, so I'm gonna just ask how you can receive that, how you can really, really honor that gift and that blessing, so that you can take full advantage of it and full opportunity, all the opportunities within it. Okay. Okay, you got two. Listen, okay. I really cannot make it up. Okay. I cannot make it up even if I tried. Okay. All right, so you can embrace this by taking a look at the past. We got can opener for taking a look into the past, memories and remembering. Oh, I'm kind of shocked myself. Kitchen timer for pay attention to the timing of events. Time management is key. And then tongs for you have the upper hand or ability to influence the situation. Honestly, the message is the message sometimes. And they said to embrace what we said up here is to do everything that I already told you to do. So listen to those recipes, those remedies, or whatever that your elders or start investigating your elders, right? Like I said, like it says here, take a look into the past, right? Like look at what they did. Listen, the easiest thing is to be like, man, if you have access to this, right? Like, man, granddaddy was broke. Like I wonder how he got out that situation. Or did he play the like, really just doing some investigation or like, thinking about it, stuff like that. But memories and remembering. And then we got kitchen timer, like I said, for pay attention to the timing of events. And like I said, that's just I feel like this is kind of pointing to a specific time period, and they're just saying track the time. Also, consider the different contexts that your elders or that these that your elders like lived in, right? But also, like I said, to remember that where you are right now, you can use those same tools or you can use those similar tools or those similar ideas or take from those ideas to have the upper hand, to influence the situation in a way that is favorable for you. Okay. Like, they just saying keep track. Keep track. I feel like there's a message here to like remember them and remember the time. I just want to say that for some reason. Remember them and remember the time. Um, yeah, yeah, man. Ancestral stories are honestly my favorite. They really are. Like honestly, just going back and like listening to even like thank goodness I like have my granny, still here with me on my mom's side. And excuse me, I've collected a few stories from her, and just to even think that she was born at this time and things were like this where she was, and just all of the things that she finessed in her life, because these cards can be about finesse too, especially the Sun of Six. All of the things that she finessed to even get her life to a place of where it is for her, herself, her kids, which includes my mom and all of that stuff, you know, those, that thinking, that kind of movement can be highly beneficial and highly applicable to whatever it be my situation. I could be using this message too. I could use this message too. So yeah, as my curiosity continues pile too, I love, like I said, I love ancestral messages. If it feels right, if it feels good, You know, I love hearing about the stories and the tricks and the things that your people may have turned up to get through things. Share those tips with us if it feels right, if it feels good. I ain't saying give away your recipes, you know, but if it feels like something you can offer, please do in the comments, and or you can offer it in a strawberry letter that I will read and write back to and all of that stuff. Or we can, you know, maybe get into a conversational, pay what you can, 30-minute conversational together. Offer what you can, and what you can offer is stories, that is a great offering to somebody like me. So for real, like hit up the Calendly link, the email, or the phone number, and yeah, let's do it. But yeah, anyway, other than that, pile two, I hope that this was helpful for you. And until next time. All right, pile three. It's you and me. And this is your seashell. If you chose pile three, and or if you chose the seashell, this is your stop. All right. So, yeah, this is your stop to know what blessings are here and or a part of your life, and how you can receive them, how you can really honor those blessings and get the best out of those blessings that are in your life. So, excuse me, we start with the blessings. What are the blessings coming in for you, pile three? Okay. Let's fiddle diddle with this camera really quick. I had to get up and turn on the light because I'm chasing daylight trying to do these. So the angle is different and I'm adjusting to that as well as everything else. So thank you for being patient. But the blessing that is coming into your life, it's kind of a mixed bag. You know, I feel like I don't know if you're gonna like this pile three. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling some contention here, but I kind of feel like if you definitely had to be like the strong one, or if you feel like you've had to kind of keep it all together and be everything and do it all, and yeah, I feel like you've had to kind of rely on yourself a lot. I don't want to just say rely on yourself, but like you feel like you've had to just have it all together all the time. Blessing that is coming into your life, pile three, is that you can kind of let all of that be, okay? That you can kind of like allow yourself to not know what to do next, or, you know, have the next steps figured out. You get to just wrap up whatever it is that you need to do, and kind of just like let the next steps come to you as it is. Okay, you get to kind of like let go. If you're somebody who always is like a step ahead of yourself, always kind of making sure that things are in order and things are like taken care of, like it's like you may be getting a much needed break, pile three. You might be getting a much needed break. Like you're tired, you're like, I'm tired of doing this. It's like that will in your spirit, or like that desire in your spirit to just like let it all go, has been heard. And this is just kind of a reading of like permission. It's like you have permission to not have it figured out. Okay, this could also mean like, you know, it doesn't have to be, it could be from a specific thing, but it also could be from a lot of like societal pressures to pile three. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just having to always present yourself at, you know, whatever the standards are around you. It's like you get to kind of just be like, you know what? I have enough on my plates. I don't need to know. I don't have to do this next thing to just fit in or to present myself in a certain way that probably may or may not really be someone that I really am at the end of the day. It's just kind of like this message of like, I was seeing a post like this like a while ago, where people were just saying like, yes, I'm resilient, but like I don't want to have to be resilient. I don't want to have to face all of these challenges or um have to deal with such challenges in order to, overcome. And, like I don't need all of that. Like I want some relief. And, I don't want to have to face these harsh realities and things like that just in order to, you know, be at the end of the day like told that I'm just resilient, you know what I'm saying? Like having to bounce back from struggle after struggle after struggle. Not, the life that you think it is, no matter how I handle it, right? And so it's like with this, I kind of feel the same thing. Like with you, Pile 3, like this idea of continuous resilience, continuous like fighting and having to be strong and do it and be a part of it and be like on top of it. It's like the blessing is that you may be having to give yourself this permission, but you have the permission to be like, you know what? Actually, I don't need to have all the answers. I just need to take care of my stuff. I need to take care of my stuff. So, and that's so wonderful. I'm so happy for you, Pile 3. Honestly, genuinely, genuinely. So now I ask, what? I'm always listening to background noise. But how can you really embrace this blessing? How can you really make this blessing what it needs to be for you and yours? Ooh. Okay, so we got ice, which is something is on hold. Let me see. I have to focus this differently because there we go. Ice for something is on hold. Excuse me, blockages, obstacles to turning success. Wait before taking action. And then bowl for home, comfort, safety, belonging. You are being held through your circumstances. So honestly, I just want to be upfront about the first message that I heard. Let me readjust this. And it's like if you're looking for a place, on your own, or a place just in general, you may need to investigate that further uh, in a different way. You may need to kind of put some different efforts into that because I just see that like something is being held up around like maybe a place that you're looking for yourself, or maybe you have a place but you like all of the pieces aren't quite coming together just yet. um like things like that. Like I kind of get a sense that like you may need to just get some, if you are a spiritual person or if you know somebody who does spirit work, maybe get some work done on that for yourself. Or if you know someone who can influence the market, or do your Googles, do your things so that like you can kind of ease the process. Because what I like about naming this card about blockages and things like that, ice, is that ice melts away. So there's the road to embracing your blessings is a little you got some obstacles to clear. It's kind of what your homework is, right? To embrace this relief that you need up here, you have to clear some blockages out so that you can have a place of safety and comfort and all of these things for yourself so that you can relax a little bit, so that you can just kind of like release all of this extra stuff and extra pressure to be strong or to be whatever the hell is being imposed on you to be. right? Yeah, it's to kind of clear whatever blockages you have around a space for yourself. Um, and that can be also like you might have a space and you might just need to, let me zoom in on this. Yeah, okay. You might have a space and you might just need to tidy up a bit or to change it around a little bit is something that I'm seeing too. You may need to throw some things out. That's always my advice. But throw some things out, add some things in, find some decor or things that like fit you and that really um I would say fit you but also give you kind of like some peace. Just some peace, right? Some safety, some relief for you. So yeah, pile two. As always, as a curious birdie, if you do find those pieces, let me know. I would say check out some thrifts or check out some garage sales. I think it's still garage sale season, so check out some stuff like that if that's up your alley. I am not too familiar on like where people are in their processes and like housing and things like that. But if you want to ask in the comments, hopefully maybe someone else will respond and give you some insight. Because I know that the housing market, especially if you are in the Midwest, Michigan, can be a hassle. These prices are going up, but the pay is not. Okay, you gotta like hustle here. But yeah, you know, I encourage you all pile three to connect with the resources that you have and any resources that you come across in the comments and or in the strawberry letter so that I can share it as well because yeah no for y'all pile three I want y'all to have y'all space. Seems like you really need some time to just explore even what your options are in life, right? Like you need to be able to, I don't know, have a space to even explore where your options are. Like I feel like you're kind of just like maybe running in a certain pattern and running in a certain way that you've always done things and you know you don't even consider that there might be more to do. And even the thought of that might overwhelm you actually. You're like, I got enough to do. Um, but you know, you kind of need to open up some space, free up some space up in your life, free up your memory card and all of that stuff so that you know you can really begin to see what your options are. And I feel like that's the blessing that wants to be with you is that you want to see that you have more options in your life in front of you, more opportunities, more choices than just this or that or just these set of choices that maybe, you know, isn't all there is. So, but in order to get to that blessing, pile three, it's like you gotta kind of clear some things up. So, yeah, no, I hope that you all and we all can help each other in this pile three. So, if you find some things, if you get that moment and you feel called to share, please do help each other out. You know, y'all deserve that space and things like that. So, yeah, yeah, and if maybe there is work that can be done on the housing things and stuff like that, I do offer what you can or a pay what you can 30-minute conversational read, whatever I like to call it at any given day. So maybe we can explore how to clear up the obstacles for the housing situation if that's helpful for you. And you can book that in the Calendly with the Calendly link down below in the description box. The email, my email, or the phone number. I'm just kind of thinking about you, pile three, and making sure that I offer everything that I can in this moment. I really do wish you the absolute best in wherever it is, and you getting your relief and your peace. And until then, and when that happens for you, when that blessing comes in for you, also share that as well. But yes, until next time, pile three, be good to yourselves and each other. All right, pile 4. Pile 4. If you chose pile 4 or this shell, this is your stop. You didn't choose this lighting, but since I waited until the evening to do these, um, I was relying on natural lighting. You know, it's getting darker, and then I have the lamp on, and it's just not enough lighting for the space. But you know, I do want to finish these, so you may not get like as much of the visual, but I'm trying, and you will at least still hear all of the blessings that are coming your way, or at least one of the good blessings that is coming your way, and how you can best receive it. Okay, so hopefully the audio is good for you, Pile 4, because the lighting is not. But here we go. What are the blessings? Pile 4, don't be shy. Pile 4, don't be shy. You're not. Ooh. I feel like for some of y'all, this is not the first rodeo of y'all getting a reading. Or like, you know, getting some insight, getting a divination done. This is not your first rodeo. And honestly, I feel like this is just saying that y'all need to indulge inside of it more. That might be an area of interest for you, Pile 4. You may really like getting divinations done. You may really like the art of divination. You may either do it yourself or you may like just like to get them done and listen to them. You know, be on pick a cards and things like that. Like that may be something of interest to you. I had to see if I missed something. I had to look at my calendar because that reminded me of something. But yeah, you might like to get those kinds of things done. I actually like this lighting. Wow, y'all got special treatment, Pile 4. But you might like the whole just art of it and the whole practice of it, the whole ideas and concepts and the technologies and systems behind them. Like whether you practice or not, you might be intrigued by reading fate and fortune. You may like fortune cookies and you may like, you know, be very into signs and synchronicities. You may be really into just kind of all of the ways that universe or spirit speaks to you. You like spiritual message, spiritual messages. And so I feel like that's a blessing. You may already like it, or you know, a blessing that is coming into your life is that you like this avenue of life is opening up for you. Like you kind of have more room now or more permission to seek insight and divination and just have things revealed to you that you need in order to do whatever it is that you need to do with that information and that insight. Cool. That's a cool message, pile four. I was not expecting that, especially since I haven't done any pile fours. So I didn't know what energy was gonna like come up. And then this light is here, like yeah, this was really cool. I feel like y'all may be really into signs and stuff like that. Reading into interpreting different messages and stuff. You might be a dreamer and you might like dream interpretation, things like that. Um, you could also just be intuitive, you know. I don't necessarily get the intuitive part so strongly, but like you may just like interpreting messages. That's what and interpreting spiritual messages and having spiritual messages interpreted and gathering insight from spirit about your life, about whatever is going on. You like that sort of thing, and that is a blessing that is coming into your life. You know, you can engage in that more, or you can just enjoy the engagement that you have in that at the moment. And hey, what a cool message! That's so cool. So, how can you embrace that pile four? Okay. Okay, to the point. We love that. We love that. Okay. So, let's see. Let's focus. Let's focus. Let's focus. All right. So, how can you embrace that? You got cast iron skillet, which is strong warrior protection. Warrior-like protection surrounds you, and anger and ferocity are your companions. So instantly, I just heard like you just need to make sure that you are protecting yourself. Okay, you need to make sure that as you seek your insights and your divinations and things like that, that you are using trusted tools, tools that you built relationships with, right? Like, I use these cards, and these cards are something that I've worked with personally for a very, very long time. And regardless of time, too, like I've worked with them, I've built a relationship with them, and so that we have an understanding of how I need to be communicated with, how I understand them, and like all of these things. You want to make sure that you're using trusted tools, tools that work with you, right? Like I have cards that I honestly need to get rid of because they are not tools that are for me and that I really like to use, It kind of feels, I don't know why I'm thinking of like anime. If you watch Jujutsu Kaisen, this one specifically, where it's like certain tools just feel like ugly in your hand. It doesn't feel good for you to use. Like it's effective, but it may not be effective for you. So you just want to make sure that you're using effective tools, that you are protecting yourself, that the ways of spirit and interacting with spirit, I can say as a medium and as an oracle, is to each his own, but you have to be mindful and careful of what the quote unquote rules and or the limits are, the effects, the consequences. You have to be aware of that as you move through all of this. And so you want to just make sure that you are keeping yourself protected, because people will say, and I don't know why people do this, but people will be like, spirits can't hurt you. But then we call on spirits to do things for us, in favor of us, right? Whether that spirit is Jesus or God or things like that. So, we have to be mindful that they absolutely can have influence. And that's not to scare anybody, but that's just the real, that's the consequence, right? And so, as that is a consequence that is known, you have to guard yourself and make sure that you're wearing the right armor, whatever that armor is for you, so that you make sure that you stay on top of your things, so that you don't get any attacks, or that you don't invite yourself or walk into any warfare or any bad juju or bad luck or whatever the hell that is not for you and was not meant for you, just because you're being a curious little birdie, right? Know your limits, know the consequences. And if you're somebody that goes to get readings about things, sometimes I'll say, I don't know why it wants to be said, but sometimes just be like, nope, that's not the topic of a discussion, or they'll change the topic. Um, you know, they will do things like that. And so with that, I say, just again, know the limits and just be present with all of that. And like I was just saying, like with them saying no like that, it could just be a way of like keeping you out of a dangerous situation, or giving you information that you're maybe not ready to handle or ready to deal with yet, or whatever the case may be. So, but all of that to say, like, as long as you keep yourself protected, as long as you be mindful of what your protection looks like, you know what I'm saying? Um, the door is open for you to gather all of the insight that you need to gather, right? The door is open. And that's so cool, Pile 4. I feel like Pile 4, you give me cool kid energy. You chose Pile 4. I feel like you're the cool kid in the corner. I don't know why. And that's what I feel like. Um, so yeah, cool kid. If you are the cool kid in the corner, getting your insights and things like that, whatever feels comfortable and feels good for you to share, please do share. But ultimately, even if you just share that you're the cool kid, let me know that like cool kid emoji, you know, like just put that down there. Like, yep, I'm out here chilling, talking with the spirits, because I'm right there with you, pal. For me too. Also, you can, if like I said, if it feels right, share your protection tips, your tools, things that work for you, and yeah, hopefully maybe it'll work for someone else that chose pile 4 or will choose pile 4. Things like that. Yeah, pile 4. And if you want to talk to me about, maybe we can go in deeper together about what protection may look like for you. I can offer that. I have a Protect Your Neck reading actually. And you can book that with the Calendly link below, or with the text line, or with my email. And I honestly look forward to it. I love giving protection tips. It's like one of my favorites. It's so good to be spiritually protected. But yes, File 3, it was very fun. And I hope that this was helpful. And until next time.